So, for those of you who don't know where Singapore is, we're somewhere in Asia. We're a tiny country. So you can't see it on this map. If I were to zoom into Asia, this is Asia, and you still can't see it on this map. If I were to zoom into Southeast Asia, this is Southeast Asia, and you can barely see it on this map. My country is so small, when I run a marathon, I run one loop around the country, okay? You start and you end at the same part. Okay, actually we used to be much a bigger country, all right? We used to be this country called the United Kingdom. So actually, we've been founded in 1819 by Sir Stamford Raffles. We're a port city. English is a first language, so you will find it's quite easy to get around. The bus drivers speak English, the taxi drivers speak English, okay? Everybody speaks English as a first language, okay? So that's pretty much what Singapore is. I'd like to show you something very special about my country. This is the king of fruits. For those who know, all right, it smells like socks. It smells like socks, but it tastes like heaven, okay? The taste is a combination of truffle, custard, and blue cheese all together, but better, okay? But the smell is bad. So make sure if you try this, make sure you brush your teeth before you go back. Otherwise, I guarantee your wife will leave you. Okay, this is a warning, it's not an encouragement. Okay, very quickly about my country. The picture on the left, this is the maternity hospital in my country. There used to be one maternity hospital for the whole country, and this is in the 1970s. And this hospital used to deliver 40,000 babies in a year, 100 births a day. It was the biggest, most busy maternity hospital in the world. So in the 1970s, I was born in this hospital, okay? And this is the hospital today, 50 years on. So we've moved from a developing country to a developed country within a space of 50 years. This is what the Riverside looked like 50 years ago. And it has transformed to our conference venue. This is our conference venue next year. It's beautiful. It's, I guarantee you, it's a romantic place to be. Bring your partner. I'm sure you'll make some babies. In 2017, we had a very high-profile couple come to Singapore, and they found it to be a very nice place to be. But unfortunately, the romance didn't work out. Otherwise, we would have had world peace. We are a country that's obsessed with food, so we have quite a lot of Michelin restaurants, so do come, do experience. Now, I just want to quickly move on. Why Singapore? We need to recognize that in the world, nearly half the world's population resides in Asia, all right? And Asia is home to the world's largest rising middle class. So I see a lot of Asian patients, but I'm sure many of these Asian patients will start going to your respective countries for treatment as well. Now, apart from the fact that many of the patients will become Asian, well, Asians, there is a huge ethnic diversity, right? People from East Asia look different from South Asia, look different from West Asia. So actually looking at the ISAPS academic program, we realized that it needs to be much more diverse, as Arturo said. So I'd like to thank the ISAPS committee, the board, for recognizing that we need to be more inclusive with the content, okay? Now, Asians, the anatomy is still the same. We still have two eyes, we still have a nose, but it's also different. We all look different, all right? And the aesthetic ideals are different in different societies. So if you look at the picture on the left, this is a beautiful temple in China. Look at the picture on the right, it's a beautiful church in Italy, right? They still obey the same physics and engineering principles, all right? But if we were to use an Eastern principle on a Western face, or a Western principle on an Eastern face, it can look quite strange. But if we are discerning and we apply knowledge and techniques across cultures, we can have beautiful outcomes, all right? So I'd like to credit the ISAPS board, my fellow national secretaries for coming together. We will put together a program that is compelling. We will make sure that everybody who comes will have something to take home from this Congress. On top of that, you will never lose weight when you visit Singapore, okay? And again, we just concluded a National Alliance meeting, a National Secretaries meeting. We will put a lot of effort into making sure that you have a good time, like these people here. And I'd like to close by saying, welcome to Singapore.